Hello, Artful Manifestors. Thank you for joining me for this timeless pick a card tarot reading. Whenever you come across this reading is when you're meant to hear it. I always set my intentions for your highest and best good. And to choose your reading, you're going to choose from one of the cards I'm about to reveal or one of the crystals I'm going to introduce. All right, for reading number 1, this is the image. And for reading number 2, this is the image. And for reading number 3, this is the image. If you'd like to know what the crystals are, let me introduce those now. For reading number 1, we have honey calcite, and for reading number 2, amethyst, and for reading number 3, selenite in the shape of a heart. All right, let your intuition be your guide. Whichever image and or crystal you're most drawn to is most likely the reading meant for you. Of course, you're always welcome to listen to 2 if you're drawn to 2, or 3 if you're drawn to all 3. There might be additional messages for you there. You'll find a link to all the readings in the description box below, as well as a list of all the cards that I used during this reading. And if I have a link where you can find those cards, I include that as well. Enjoy your readings. Hello, reading number 1. You chose honey calcite. And like the sunlight through amber, honey calcite brings a soothing warmth to the energy body. It uplifts low moods, eases emotional fatigue, and invites joy through steadiness. It's often used in healing practices to support recovery from burnout, overgiving, or spiritual depletion. It encourages aligned movement forward, especially when stuck in procrastination, fear, or self-doubt. It energizes without overwhelming, making it a powerful stone for goal setting, visioning, and committing to spiritual growth. It activates the solar plexus, the place of your personal power, and it encourages healthy self-worth, allowing you to step into roles of leadership or visibility without ego or self-doubt. It helps you act from a place of calm clarity, not overcompensation or fear. And it's such a perfect match for the card that you drew. Ayana Vision. It's of Native American origin, commonly attributed to Cherokee roots or Kiswahi. Sorry if I mispronounced that. It means eternal bloom, forever flowering, or beautiful flower. And when we pair that with the word vision, it speaks to a sacred way of seeing, of being and becoming. One aligned with the divine feminine path of intuition, creation, and healing. It is the lens of divine feminine. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, we all have feminine and masculine energy. This is the sight without eyes, but with the womb, the heart, the earth soul. It honors cycles, synchronicity, soul nudges, trusting what you feel and sense before what you're told, and experiencing beauty as medicine, seeing the sacred in the simple, living life as a prayer of color, texture, scent, and soul. And for many of us, this is a new definition of beauty. And it's nurturing over dominance, receiving as sacred, and using your truth to disarm pain, not amplify it. It's rooting divinity in the body, the breath, the earth, honoring moon, intuition, nourishment, tears, sensuality, experiencing the body as an oracle, an altar, a sacred map. And it's about reclamation of ancient feminine gifts, speaking with the land, remembering the ancestral line, reclaiming the sacred roles of seer, midwife, weaver, healer, dreamer. It's remembering your power is not new, it's ancient and returning. I love that. Let's find out more about this sacred vision and living life as a prayer. Oh, okay. We have the Queen of Swords, discernment, how is reading number 1 beginning to see through the lens of the divine feminine, seeing beauty as medicine, living life as a prayer. The wheel, the cycles, and the 10 of Pentacles. You're a soul who has walked through shadow and is now beginning to weave beauty, meaning, and ancestral blessing into everyday moments. So let's explore each card in this reading. The Queen of Swords is seeing beauty through the eyes of wisdom. She holds the sword of truth. This is uh, someone who has endured, someone who's cut through illusion and now chooses to let clarity, honesty, and discernment guide your appreciation of life. You're no longer drawn to surface level pretty, but to truth beauty, the beauty of boundaries that honor your worth, the beauty of saying no as a form of self-love, the beauty in clean lines, real conversations, and open skies. The beauty in simplicity. You've refined your vision, and now beauty isn't a decoration, it's a liberation. It's a sacred act of honoring. And the wheel is you learning to trust sacred rhythms. The wheel is, it spins. It's all about cycles. It's returns. It's the timing of things. Living life as a prayer means you're less attached to controlling the outcome and more devoted to the spirit of surrender, reverence, ritual. You're trusting in divine timing. You're seeing synchronicities. You're experiencing, I don't want to use the word mundane, but everyday common moments as sacred threads. And you're stepping into co-creation with the divine. Each breath is a yes. Each turn is an offering. There's this beautiful just reverence and trust that I'm feeling. And the 10 of Pentacles is a life rich with meaning, legacy, and embodied abundance. I love this card, how it has the sacred geometry on the pentacles. Sacred geometry in the physical, in the tangible. It's like you're embodying this feminine vision that's, it's like this spiritual vision that lets you see the sacred in these tangible things, and intangible things like cycles, timing. It's the prayer becoming flesh. You're building or beginning to witness the material world reflecting your soul vibes and your soul values. And this can lead to a home that nurtures your spirit, family healing, financial healing. Living in alignment with what truly matters. And what they're showing me is this confidence. Remember, we talked about confidence, the solar plexus being activated with the honey calcite. is it's like you're channeling the vision of your ancestors as you walk through life, just so that every act is like a prayer. It's just reverence is, it just keeps, they keep saying reverence. It's this beautiful reverence for everything that you experience. You're becoming the elder who plants trees for others to rest under. So beautiful. And beauty's not something that you're chasing. It's what you create through your vision, through your presence, through this divine feminine. And again, it has nothing to do with being a man or a woman. We all have masculine and feminine energy. Your life is no longer something to fix. It's something you are blessing with every clear choice, every turning season, and every sacred yes. So this just feels so amazing. I almost just want to stay in this energy. Reading number 1. Please let me know if this resonates. I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 2. You chose the Amethyst. Excuse me. It enhances your intuition, spiritual connection. It resonates strongly with the third eye and crown chakras and heightens intuitive insight, dream recall, and inner knowing. It supports meditation, divination, energy healing, and acting as a conduit for wisdom from higher realms with guides and your higher self. It calms the mind and nervous system. It's a very soothing crystal. Spiritually and energetically, it offers a cool, stabilizing energy that soothes anxiety, overthinking, emotional turbulence. It helps create energetic spaciousness so that you can respond rather than react. It offers spiritual protection, acting as a psychic shield. It cleanses and seals the aura from negative influences, toxic patterns, and energetic drains. And it transmutes lower energies into higher frequencies, making it a valuable stone for clearing spaces, protecting dreams, or setting energetic boundaries. It's like the crystalline form of the violet flame. It's also known as the stone of sobriety. It's been used to support freedom from addiction, emotional dependencies, and illusions. It invites clear seeing, allowing you to distinguish soul truth from ego noise and to release what clouds your vision. And it invokes divine feminine wisdom. Again, if you're a man, just please know we all have masculine and feminine energy. Amethyst carries the energy of spiritual grace, mysticism, sacred sovereignty. It's often associated with deities like Sophia, Kuan Yin, Isis, and it's a wonderful companion for lunar rituals and connecting to timeless wisdom of the feminine path. And the card that you chose is Palhik Mana, the medicine of the butterfly Kachina. It's a powerful spirit in the Hopi Kachina tradition, often associated with springtime renewal, fertility and blossoming, transformation and joy, pollination and abundance. I see this exchange of knowledge. She's a bringer of beauty, lightness, and new beginnings. You know, the butterfly, I think many of us already understand, is a symbol of transformation with grace. And this also symbolizes soul evolution, transformation from limitation or liberation. So we already see this synchronicity between the amethyst and medicine of the butterfly, Kachina, this liberation from limitation. And it invites you to embrace life's cycles of metamorphosis with beauty and patience, especially during soul awakenings or identity shifts. As a springtime spirit, she is a herald of growth, creativity, fertility, not only in the physical sense, excuse me, but in projects, relationships, ideas, spiritual rebirth. This energy of pollination, helping sacred seeds, intentions take root. And you being pollinated by spirit and allowing yourself to bloom. This is lightness of being, joy, dance. Think about how a butterfly flies. It's moving lightfully, joyfully, reverently. She teaches the medicine of celebration, movement, embodied gratitude, and a reminder to connect with the beauty of the present moment, even as we evolve. And, butterflies pollinate across vast landscapes, connecting ecosystems. So again, I'm seeing this exchange of ideas, exchange of knowledge, community. Palik Mana carries the medicine of community support, collaborative growth, and recognizing your role in the web of life. All right. Let's see what else we can find out about this. I'm really feeling a creative period and a liberation from limitation. How is reading number 2 liberating themselves from limitation and experiencing more creativity? It could be that the creativity is leading to it. All right, we have the High Priestess. There's that divine feminine knowledge. Oh, that's too many. You see, she's channeling the divine feminine. Justice. And two cards came out. I only meant to take one, but they both flipped out, so I'm going to take both. We have the Ten of Wands and the Four of Swords. I love this Four of Swords, sleeping in that nest. Look at the similarity in these two cards. You see we know with the Amethyst, the crown chakra, the third eye are activated, and you're receiving this divine information. You're channeling this divinity. You're listening to your higher self, your inner wisdom. And that's helping you to liberate yourself. You're unbinding, unburdening, unmasking, and your creativity is beginning to bloom in ways that serve your soul, not the system that you're outgrowing. With the High Priestess, you're trusting your inner voice more than external validation. You're not seeking permission to follow what you already know. You're remembering that your wisdom is inherent, ancient, and already enough. You're receiving rather than chasing. You're listening instead of performing. Yeah, so you're creating from within this silence, this void, rather than confusion or noise. You're not feeling pressured to perform. You're not feeling pressured to explain yourself. You're just embodying this intuitive knowledge because you're healing from internalized judgments, double standards, outdated beliefs from society, things that you inherited that were modeled for you from your ancestors, past lives. You're shedding old rules and the shoulds. Well, I should be doing that, or I shouldn't be doing this. That's like let somebody else's definition of what is acceptable or what's worthy or what's good. And you're realizing that your creativity doesn't need to be productive or powerful, and that your truth doesn't need to be it doesn't need to be somebody else's truth. It doesn't need to be, again, you don't need that external validation or confirmation. Your truth is real. You don't need other people to say that it's real for it to be real, or other people to like it. These are now your scales rather than somebody else's scales. You're not judging yourself against other people's standards or beliefs. You're creating your own standards, your own truths. You know what's right because you're channeling it. You know it. It's in your blood, your bones, it's in your spirit, and you have open access to it. The Ten of Wands, I love this version of the Ten of Wands because we see this person just came down the hill. I mean, this hard work is almost over. You know, you've been carrying too much for too long. Roles, responsibilities, stories, narratives from different timelines. And this card shows you're finally ready to be done with this work. You're realizing that overwork in your everyday life can stifle your creativity, and that burnout blocks this sacred flow. It's like giving faster than you're receiving, giving your energy without restoring it. So you're just like depleted. And you're creatively learning to say, this isn't mine to hold. I don't have to do it all. I can create from rest, not just recovery. And as you release these burdens, you reclaim your brush, so to speak, to paint. Whether it is a metaphorical painting or you're an actual painter. The Four of Swords is this cocoon space. I love this card. Look at the beautiful nest. This is that sacred quietness, stillness, where you're not active, but you're internally reweaving. So this creativity isn't just with your hands, but it's with your dreams, your silence, your intentions. And, you know, this liberation is coming through rest. It's liberating yourself from things that aren't yours, whether those are beliefs or responsibilities. And it's taking time to rest and allowing yourself that to receive. I feel like these cards could have come out in any order because it's like you're receiving this knowledge that you need to lay down these burdens of beliefs, these burdens that others put upon you. Um, what they're showing me is using these wands to create the nest that now protects you. It's being able to set boundaries and allow yourself this deep rest, which then through this stillness allows you to receive. It's this beautiful cycle that you're creating. Rather than, they're showing me somebody who just has all of this stuff, everyday stuff, responsibilities, things to do, and on top of that, the burdens of these outdated cycles, past life gunk experiences that are just like weighing this person down, and they just have no energy at the end of the day, and then it feels like you just wake up tired. And I see this whole shift, this whole new cycle where you're resting and you're waking up energized and calm and still and present and receiving these divine nudges. And it starts with that. And it's just like, it's kind of hard to tell where one begins and one ends, or there is no ending. It's just a circle, but it's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg? It's just like this endless loop of rest and receiving divine inspiration. And, taking time to experience solitude. And in those moments, you're allowing yourself to integrate this knowledge. It's like you're channeling this knowledge, and then in this time alone, this time of rest, it's taking root in your body. So you're liberating yourself by letting go of borrowed burdens, things that aren't yours. You're trusting your quiet power. You're creating from within, not for approval, but as a sacred devotion to yourself, to the sacredness of life. Your art, your voice, your truth, these are all sacred acts of justice for your soul. Reading number 2. So happy for you. This just feels like a beautiful repose, if that's the right word. Just this beautiful rest, much needed rest. Please let me know if this resonates. Oh, and they're telling me that, again, with this rest, it's like this Amethyst is really speaking to me that this rest quiets the noise like Amethyst does, so that you can truly feel and know what's right for you. It's bringing you clarity. All right. I love to read your comments, so let me know what you think if this resonates. And I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye. Hello, reading number 3. You chose the Selenite, which clears stagnant, heavy energy, not just from spaces, your aura, your chakras, and even other crystals. People have selenite plates or bowls or dishes that they put other crystals in to clear them. It acts like a spiritual broom, clearing emotional residue, energetic attachments, mental clutter. It opens the crown and higher chakra. It activates the crown chakra, enhancing divine connection, intuition, channeling, opening pathways to your guides, angels, the higher dimensions, making it ideal for meditation, dream work, and ritual. It holds a frequency of pure stillness, excellent for calming the nervous system, clearing overthinking, and aligning with your higher self. It's like a crystal of spiritual hygiene, helping you come back to your center of peace. And it creates a protective energetic shield. You can use it to seal auric boundaries or create sacred space. They're showing me someone standing with rods of selenite forming, like two touching each other like this, or they don't have to be touching, but they're pointing at each other. And it's like a crystal shower standing in the middle of that, just resetting your energy. If you do that, let me know. That's what they're showing me right now. You can use it to cast circles, call in clarity, cut cords, or attachments. And even though it looks similar to quartz, it doesn't amplify energy. It purifies it. And it directs it, but it doesn't amplify it. It aligns your thoughts with your soul's truth, making it a beautiful ally for rituals, affirmations, and creative downloads. And the card that you chose, Lolo, butterfly, moth, I think it's like soul in flight or soul. It's um, it's this archetype that invites you to step into your light and let your true self be seen. We see the sun there shining on it. So, like the Madagascar sunset moth, Lolo reminds you that your unique beauty thrives in the light. It's not meant, you're not meant to hide your soul in the darkness. Your soul's luminescence is your gift to the world. You are a divine being shaped both by struggle and brilliance, and Lolo encourages you to let that duality be seen. You're not just surviving, you're radiating your soul's complexity. And I feel this butterflies and moths keep coming up in the readings and transformation. So if you have been seeing that in various readings, this is confirmation of that. You're being encouraged to be fully you. Don't shrink, don't hide what makes you different. Honor your colors, your vibrancy, your frequency. Many people feel that, these moths or butterflies are ancestral spirits or passed on loved ones. Your unique energy, what nourishes you, also protects you. Just like these ancestral spirits and passed on loved ones, being true to yourself is like magic medicine, and it shields you, it protects you. What they're showing me is just how this selenite can seal the auric field. You being you does that also. It fortifies your aura. When you shy away from who you really are because you're afraid that other people will think you're too much, or you don't want to outshine others, or you're afraid you won't be accepted, whatever the reason is, it weakens your aura, it diminishes your aura, and it actually leaves you open to more psychic, spiritual energies, injuries. So by embracing who you are, by letting your soul light shine, this strengthens your aura. Wow. All right, let's find out more about this. How you can embody your truth more, act in alignment with who you are, and where this will lead. All right, we have strength, the Hierophant, and the Seven of Cups. You know, right away they showed me this infinity symbol, that's tattooed on her arm, which has different meanings. It's a symbol for different things. And if you already know what that symbol means to you, whether it's um, a past act that you've survived, or a diagnosis, um, a a state of being. Um, she has it tattooed on her arm where it's clearly visible. She's not hiding it. It's part of her. So there's this message about, not hiding yourself. You don't have to clear out uh, every aspect of yourself that you're not proud of, or that's not the right way to say it. If there's things that you've done in the past that um, it's not about confessions, I guess is what I'm trying to say. You're not confessing things. You're just being you, who you are, who your soul is. It's We see this little heart necklace, and it's this authenticity that begins in your heart. It's not performance, it's not masking, it's not about being bold or loud, unless that's truly who you are. It's about choosing your inner courage over outer conformity. I guess what I was trying to say easy earlier is you may not have to discuss the details of your past, but you shouldn't be ashamed of it either. Be proud of who you are. And I see that. Pause before reacting. Listen to your instincts without overriding them. And I see you having the strength to do that. You override them because in the past it helped you to navigate certain situations. But now you don't have to use that survival technique. You can respond with compassion, even when you're setting boundaries. You're acting authentically when you bring gentle power to your choices, not forcing or fixing, but being present with it. You don't have to roar. I mean, here we see this half lion, half woman with this little lamb, and it looks perfectly comfortable and safe next to her. So there's this softness in your truth that's made visible, but such a powerful strength at the same time. It's it's a strength that is quiet and profound without that roar, without the loudness or harshness. With the Hierophant, look at this ascension. You're embodying alignment when you live by your soul's teachings, not the world's expectations. So you're letting your life become your altar, your rhythms, your routines, your relationships, all in service to what's sacred and true to you. Honoring routines, rituals that nourish your spirit. not just your schedule, but your spirit, and teaching or mentoring in ways that pass on wisdom rooted in your lived experience. And saying yes only when your soul echoes back in agreement. Only when you feel it in your heart are you saying yes. You're not saying yes to please others. And this alignment, this ascension isn't perfection. It doesn't mean being perfect. It means devotion to what's real to you. Your path is a temple. And I see you walking this path barefoot, boldly, and blessed. And the Seven of Cups is I love it's like this highway going to this bowl, which now becomes this, I'm not exactly, it's like a sacred temple. I'm not exactly sure what it's called. It'll come to me. If you know what these round temples are, let me know. It's a deeper understanding of discernment and vision, right? Trying to discern the right one, make the right choice. When you act with authenticity and alignment, you find yourself surrounded by more options, more inspiration, more opportunities, but also more invitations to choose what truly resonates, not what simply shines, right? Not the shiny one, but the one that really resonates, not the one that somebody else thinks you should get. Not that internalized voice making you feel bad for not getting this one, or you really going with your heart's desire. Really, that heart is, I feel it in every card. Um, it's, you have the power to choose. You can choose what you want, and your clarity will clear the fog. The more you choose what you want, the easier it is to know what you want, because you'll strengthen that bridge, that communication line between you and your higher self, your higher soul, your inner wisdom, your intuition. Your intuitive voice becomes louder every time you honor it. So you're not becoming something or someone new. You are returning to the rhythm of your truest self. The authenticity is your strength. Devotion is your alignment. Devotion to your yeses, to your soul's yeses. And this is strengthening your discernment. The more you choose what feels like peace and joy in your body and resonance in your soul, the more clearly your path will unfold in a beautiful way, in a very elevated, enlightening way. Reading number 3, I hope that this resonates with you. Please let me know if it does. I'd love to read your comments, and I'm wishing you the best. The light in me sees the light in you. Thank you. Bye.